Stand by, everybody. We're getting ready to start up in just a few minutes. Stand by, everybody. Stand by. I'm gonna give it to you. Stand by, everybody. We're trying to get our guest on here to join us and what have you. Hey, Big Rick. Hey, Vernon. Hey, Barry. Great to see you. Hey, Rick, I need to talk to you too, man. I hope all is well. Hope all is going well with you. So just keep it right here, everybody. We're going to start up in just a few minutes. We're trying to get our guests to come on in and everything from Bravador Live. So y'all just stand by, everybody. Stand by. What's going on, everybody? Peace and blessings to you. Welcome to Bravador Live on a Saturday, the 23rd of March, 2024, in the 21st century. I tell you, got a pretty good show for you tonight. Our guest is on deck. He's standing by. I'm getting ready to bring him in just a few seconds. Not going to tell you who he is just yet, but I want you to share the broadcast, everybody. Please share. Share the broadcast. Hey, Cricket, what's going on? So just share the broadcast, everybody. My guest is here. So without further ado, I'm going to bring this brother on. This brother, I'm going to just say a few things real quick about this brother. I've known him for quite some time. I met him back in the Z-Rock Crew days on the radio. They came for a show on Christmas night in Richmond, Virginia, USA here. He and his partners, we met them. I actually DJ'd alongside his DJ, his DJ. I did. And man, what a night. And then a couple years later, this brother came to another show with his brothers. I'm not going to say who they are because then I'll be giving it away. But either way, we end up doing some things together, some projects, and looking forward to doing some other projects in the near future. Right now, without further ado, I'm going to bring on my brother, my friend, my man, the debonair Dr. Ice.
What's going on, my brother?
I was trying to catch up with you. I said, you know what? I bet you he got caught up on something, but you came right on through as you always do. And thank you for being here, man. One love.
One love.
Being here. First of all, let's just get into what's been going on with you, Doc. I know some of the things, and some of the other people here will know some of the things, but we've done some projects together, some great projects. And I mean, we just had a ball doing them, and been talking about some other things for the future. I mean, of course, COVID jumped in and just knocked everybody off course, but now everything is getting back on course. Yeah. So, just talk to us and talk to the people. What's been happening with you, man?
Man, first I want to say just what's up to everybody, man, and just let you all know that I'm happy, and thankful, to Jehovah that I'm here to be able to talk to you, my brother, and kick it with you after so many years. We've grinded for many, many years together, doing so many, beautiful things together, touring together, doing videos together. And man, it's just a blessing to be able to be here after all this time, bruv, because during that time, we've lost so many of our soldiers in hip hop. So, for me to be able to still talk to my brother today, be thankful to him for how he's always been, a great support to me and a brother to me. I don't know what more I can say than thank you, bro. I appreciate you. And like we say, I love you, and appreciate our friendship together. Now, as far as what's happening, with the doctor, man, in between time and in the meantime, if you work your thing, then I work mine. Before COVID hit, man, I came into this job with the MTA here in New York, man, and I've received what hip hop, has never offered me, and that's a pension. What I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I never thought about that because sometimes you be so excited about your music and entertaining these people. It's a blessing, but if you're not on an elite status, it's hard to take care of your bills and maintain a living in your home. So I needed to figure out what I could do to take care of my family, and I took this test, and I'm talking about almost 10 years later, they called me, and I said, let me try it. And then I told Jalil, I told Ecstasy, I told Wiz, I told Mel Star, I was like, yo, fellas, I got to see what's up with this. And they was like, all right, but we doing these shows, so keep popping back and in, Doc. So I was doing the shows while I was doing my training. Got the job, man, in 2018, and ironically, 2019, COVID came and shut everything down.
Right.
Not just artists doing shows. We're talking about entertainment on a whole came to a halt.
Broadway shut down. Broadway
even shut down. So for me, I'm going, here I am working. I don't only have a pension. I got medical. I got dental. I got eye. Long as I came to work. So I was working with MTA from that time until now, man, and it has been such a relief, off of my head, to help my girls, my wife and I, to get through, high school and venture off into college, and then to see what they would like to do. But it opened doors, man, and allowed me to feel thankful and comfortable that Jehovah blessed me with a situation that I can say I'm contributing to my house, and me and my wife are doing the best we can as parents, as mothers and fathers, to make sure that we take care of our family. And I commend all of you mothers and fathers out there, grandmas and aunties, and those who just chose to say, I'm going to dedicate my life to taking care of my children, whether they come from you directly or indirectly. You get kudos from me, and you should be commended on the highest level. I understand now.
That's great. That's great to hear that. And the twins are grown now, man. It is just, I mean, it's just hard to believe. I remember when we were shooting the video Ghetto Baby
Yes.
in Maryland. We were shooting that video, and I remember when they walked across the pool in the back.
And one of them almost fell.
Right. They walked across the pool cover.
The cover.
Yeah, and it gave a little bit, but it came back up, and then
we snatched it. We snatched it. We said, "Get over here."
That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm like, we were like, "Whoa!"
Oh my gosh! Because if I'd have lost my babies, then I'd have been. Listen, I wouldn't have been. I'd have been a basket case.
But look, I was ready to drop that camera and jump right in the sky. I swim, so I wouldn't have had no problem getting them.
But the problem, brother, it's not the problem of swimming. It was that topping would have went under the water and sucked us in.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm telling you, I was gonna go in, bro.
I bet you were. Yeah, and I would have been right there with you. I mean, come on, man. You're angels, man. We can't have anything happening. But they are grown now, man. Oh my gosh. I saw the pictures. And I'm like, and I showed Sonya, and she was like, those are the babies. And man.
Bro, like 5'10". And right now, as we speak, I took them this morning. They're doing the FDNY EMT classes. So they're trying to be and both of them together are in the same class doing the same thing. They came out of the world together, and they rolling through the world together.
Yeah, you can't see one without the other. It's just that's just one thing about them.
Yeah,
it's just that they're meant to be together like
they're
that.
Meant to be together.
Yeah, well, God bless you, man, and your wife on a fantastic job. Fantastic job. I mean, I know it's hard being in entertainment and trying to do everything just like you said. You're with the MTA now and doing that, and you're still holding it down, trying to do shows here and there when that time comes. And that's a difficult thing to do. But you've done well with it, man. I mean, for real. And I commend you for it. Now, you said MTA, and before this, you and I talked.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have seen you, and I've had some people email me and said, "Did you see Doc Ice on the news about what happened on the subway?"
Yeah.
And that was your train.
Yes, sir.
And I want to say to everybody right now, this is not the purpose of this live right now, but I know Doc and I talked. He said, if we talk about it, it's okay.
It's okay.
But that had to be a terrible experience for you. I mean, and I pray that you get through the thought and the vision of that, because I'm no stranger to seeing trauma. I'm not, so I could understand. But it had to have been a rough experience for you, man. It has to be.
Let me say, Brav, a lot of people, they say, "Yo, you come from the hood," but I'm like, it's something different to hear gunshots in your car. It wasn't like I was in another car or I was in the front or the back. Where it happened, it took place in my position, in my car. So when those gunshots rang out, it was the loudest, most nerve-wracking thing I've ever heard in my life. It put me in a place where I was like, man, get low, because you don't know where the gunshots are coming from. You don't know if they're shooting in any place because it's not bulletproof. So it just was one of the most traumatic experiences I ever felt. I was nervous for every passenger because you want to do the best you can for all of those passengers to make sure that they get out of that train safely. So for me, man, it was, even today, I keep hearing the gunshots in my head. I keep seeing that person on the ground. I keep seeing the passengers who were, screaming and begging, let me out, and I was trying to do the best that I can for each and every one of them because I could only, you know, do what I could to help them to get away from such a harrowing experience. It was, to this date, man, I still can't get it out of my head.
Well, I think as time goes on, it'll be easier to deal with, and we're going to move on from that. And God bless you, man. We're glad you're still with us.
Thank you, bro.
Pastor Vernon is here on here as well. He's saying, "Thank God you were not a victim, and you are still with us." And that comes from the heart of everybody I know that's watching this right now, Doc. It really is. This is Bravador. This is Bravador Live, everybody. You're watching with your man El Bravador and my man, the Doc Ice of Houdini and UTFO. That's right, Houdini and UTFO. Let's talk about that real quick, Doc. A lot of people were not aware that you were part of Houdini. I knew it, and stuff, because I remember the Rap Machine, you being in the video on the Rap Machine in 1982. So I remember that, and stuff. So that's something that people are they're shocked about it, and it's just it's the thing. You are part of Houdini as well.
Well, I say this to everybody: just know it and let it be clear. Jalil is my brother. I love him. He loved me. We've bonded, man, like nobody could ever believe. To this date, we continue to support each other, encourage one another, and uplift each other through these, trials sometimes. So, when we started touring, he would tell me, "All right, we going overseas. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna make sure you and Kango is all right." And I'm telling you, he never left us alone. He took care of us, directed us in the right way, taught us how to dress even better than we were dressing. Nah, that don't go with that, Doc. That don't look good. Kango, that don't work with that. You messing. Like, he was just such a big brother, to us, that I can't express to you. I wish I could, video back to you the times of how we were grinding and moving through, London, Germany, Italy, Holland, France, Switzerland, Belgium. He was just a big brother in every sense of the word, and me and Kango felt that like nobody's business, man. I remember one time, we was going to a certain show, and people would, every show, people would give us, things because they was thankful that the show was good. But the things they gave us wasn't things we were doing because we was like, we too young for this. What is this? But they would give us to us. And my brother said, if you ever mess with that, I will kill you. And we was like, we're not messing with it. We just telling you they giving it to us. So we would laugh, but he was so serious. And he was like focused on making sure that me and Kango stayed on the straight and narrow doing our shows. And man, we did. Me and Kango, we did. As soon as we got back to the States, to America, we was on the first hip hop tour ever, which is the Fresh Fest. And that right there, oh my God, I can't express it to you. We were elated, man. We were flying high. We were flying high.
Wow. Of course, Kango transition was it last year? I believe it was last year before last. Yes, yeah. And may he continue to rest in peace. And right now, and of course, Educated Rapper, he passed away some years ago, and now it's pretty much Doc Ice and Mixmaster.
Wait, bro. And Ecstasy, right before.
Right. I was getting ready to get to Brother X. I was getting ready to get to him.
Yeah. That's our crew. That's our crew. That's why we always say Houdini, UTFO.
Right. And that one with Ecstasy really hit me hard. Man, that was a tough one. That was really, really a tough one. And everything. I try to stay in touch with Jalil as much as I can and what have you. As a matter of fact, I just got 2 hoodies. I got one for my wife and me, Hip Hop 50 of Houdini hoodies. So I got mine, and everything. But over the years of hip hop, you know, of course, being 50 years of hip hop, we're in the 50 years of hip hop. You know, I was talking to DJ Divine on the last show. There were other things going on. We were talking about Grandmaster Flowers earlier.
Yeah.
And everything. Do you remember Grandmaster Flowers? Have you?
Yeah, I do. And he's on the beginnings of my understanding, because I didn't remember him when I was coming out. It was my brother Jalil who was like, yo, you know about Grandmaster Flowers? You know about Hollywood? I was like, yeah. I said, but I also know about John Nutcracker and Vaughn K and the Death Committee. Grandmaster it was the original Baby Grand, Don and the Death Committee, you know, Vandy C, High Power 3MC, the
Right.
Adidas Dolls. You know, these were artists that were Brooklyn bound and strong. So I knew about these artists, but you know, for me, you know, you when you're new and coming out, you're not worried about nobody else. You're trying to make your own name so that you could be known like them. You know, even somebody who I thought was immaculate was the Supreme Team.
Yes.
I thought I was like, man, these dudes are amazing to me. You know, so to date, I always big them up. And I don't care what nobody say, whether you know it, respect it or not. The first hip hop record that we deemed a hip hop record is King Tim the Third.
Yeah.
That's the first hip hop record. You know, when we listened and said, man, this is hip hop. You know, so, you know, I was just trying to figure it out and find it. And then to find out that the owner of the label that Jimmy Spicer was on lived right across the street from me.
Wow.
You know, his name was Mel. And I would see Jimmy Spicer come by because we had a record shop that he would come in, and we would go in the record shop and be like, what's the new hip hop? You know, so that bug, when it bit me and Kang, man, it bit us like nobody's business. Like we was on Naked and Afraid. It bit us hard.
and to add to that, I know working with Full Force was just a joy. You know, working with those guys. I mean, they were just responsible for so much. Lisa, Real Roxanne. You all set off the Roxanne thing, and you all were responsible for Roxanne Shante. You know, coming out after y'all.
But let's get clear. Nobody comes before Kango and Doc.
Right.
Kango and Doc got with Full Force. Full Force ain't even had no hits yet. We were the production of the beginning of the way.
Okay.
So when Kango and I, you know, worked with them and did shows with them, then we said, they was like, let's do some records, and they produced us. The first hit out of the Full Force camp is Roxanne, period.
And then after that, they went on to do their things and everything else.
But I always want to keep clear, which Kango, myself, and EMD, we wrote our lyrics. Full Force produced the beat.
Right.
We wrote our lyrics. B-Fine came up with the title, do a song about a girl named Roxanne, and he doubled it, Roxanne. We wrote those lyrics from the bottom of our heart, just trying to think about what could be the best song for Roxanne. And at the end of the day, we came up with this vision that B-Fine thought about with this song and created this hit record, Roxanne, and then it opened the door for us being able to sign to Select Records, and then the next thing you know, everything else came trickling after that. So let it be known and be clear that UTFO has always written their own lyrics, you know, and created these incredible thoughts and visions. Full Force was always there with us, guiding us, creating immaculate beats, singing behind us, making sure we sounded good because they were immaculate with their singing and harmony. So it was a beautiful, to me, match that created, you know, this beautiful connection, this beautiful marriage of this hip hop group with this R&B group who produced us and put us out into the world, and we made history.
Man, wonderful. That's great. That's just outstanding, man. It's just outstanding to hear that. I mean, you and I never had this conversation before because every time we were together, we were filming something or talking about some things of that nature.
Right.
Let me ask you this. What is all right? Well, first of all, I'm gonna toot my horn a little bit with you. I did 3 of your videos, your last videos. I did them. The comeback.
Yeah.
Love doing that video.
Yeah.
It was hot that day at the promenade. Almost passed out, but it was a good video.
Yes, sir.
The Raw hit, the one where my son is playing the guitar in the video.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
And wait, let me shout out. I gotta shout out some people.
Sure, go ahead. Go.
Automatic, the song that we did, Raw hit. The song, the track was from a production group called Automatic Music. These were some immaculate white boys who just had this beautiful sound. I never put it out to make money. I never made no money off it. I just promoted it because I wanted to promote this good music that I was getting from different people. So, James Brown is the lick on the Comeback, which Brothers and Sisters Entertainment, did that. That's my family, Aretha, Charlie, and Chris. They held me down on that. And the other side of that is the Raw hit of these brothers, Automatic Music, man. They did a couple tracks for me that I just wanted to promote. It never caught spark like I wanted it to catch, so that I can come back to them and say, we got a deal. It was just a promotional thing. So that's why when we did the video, I was like, Brav, let your son get in it and let him do the guitar lick, on that vibe. But that's Automatic Music. These brothers are immaculate. And if you brothers are still around, please know I have never forgot you. I'm still waiting on you. I have never put anything out where I've made any money without you brothers, because I respect you and I love the music that you've done for me and the way you guys connected with me. So when we did those videos, Brav, the promotion was important because people needed to hear how talented these brothers was with this music.
Very talented as well. And everything just gelled right like it was supposed to. Now that takes us to Ghetto Baby, which was the actual first video we actually worked on.
Yes, sir.
Everything was out of sequence, but it doesn't matter because Ghetto Baby ended up being on Jane the Virgin.
Yeah, man. And it started getting strong reviews. And I credit that to my brother, Mike DeBarge, my business partner / manager, just him thinking about me and saying, Doc, I got this idea. I want to bring you to these people. He introduced me to Chubby Checker, so many people, man, that just, I can't even think of everybody because I'm drawing a blank right now, but they connected with me and they were like, Doc, we see your talent and we vibed. I even did a song with Chubby Checker's son. We did all kind of things, man, because that vibe was there to connect and to see where could we make it make sense. And the main thing we hit was the Ghetto Baby vibe. And from there, I was like, Brav, I need a video for this. He was like, all right, Doc, we're going to do it. Come down here and we're going to lock. And we met in D.C. And you met me up in D.C., had an accident, almost didn't survive that accident. So I'm thankful that, Jehovah saved my brother. You got to me out of the hospital and we filmed Ghetto Baby and it came out immaculate.
And I got a shout out to my man, Tony G, the messenger. He was driving when that doggone truck hit us on 495 right in Alexandria. I'll never forget that. So I was determined to get that video done, and stuff. So I mean, hey, it was great, but it turned out to be great. Those are some of my best that I've done. And they hold very special to me.
And before you go further, it was Gary Lefkowitz. He was the one that took me on with the music, hi-fi music and entertainment. He just was like, he fell in love with Doc and he was like, come on, Doc, we got to do this. And we created this vibe. They had the title Ghetto Baby. And I took that and I said, I got you. And I ran with it like Usain Bolt. And
do you remember the first night we shot Ghetto Baby in Baltimore and I was directing? Who jumped in and helped direct? Ecstasy.
He jumped in and helped direct.
Jumped right in. He said, come on, man, let me do it. I said, come on, man, come on. That to me was just, I can't put into words what that was like to be him alongside me alongside him, and us doing it. It was amazing. It was amazing.
And Light came. She was like, "I'm getting in this video." And we was like, "All right, if you like, I need you." She's always been a sweetie pie, man. From the time I met her to now, She is such a gem, such a jewel. She's doing so well, in the entertainment. I saw her on an episode of SWAT not too long ago, man, and she is just continuing to climb. And I wish her so much success, but she has always looked at me as a big bruh, and she has always locked me in and never let me down to date.
Light and I, of course, share, a common a type of bond because we were all on the same label, First Priority, when I was producing for them. So
Right.
I remember meeting Light at 15 years old, and she was 15 and
Wow.
whatnot, and then working alongside them in production and things of that nature. It's great to see what she's done over the years, and with her voiceovers, with her acting. I mean, she's very,
Man.
very. She deserves more credit than what she gets. She gets good credit, but she can get more. She really can. And I'm very proud of her. I'm very, very proud of her.
I can never speak when we talking about hip hop. Forget females in hip hop. When we talk about hip hop, I always have to say, Light, you are a bond to me, as well as the Brat. Both of them touch me, in a strong way, like Pebbly Pool and Sha Rock. They touch me like that. So
Absolutely.
I get big love all the time.
Well, Doc, listen, we don't want to keep you too long, and we appreciate you, being here this evening and what have you. What you got on the horizon?
Well, just know, guys, I'm dealing with things with this trauma that I'm dealing with the job. But, one of the things that become a relief to me is to write. It helps me to not think about, the gunshots and the screams and the heroin situation that happened on that train. The relief for me is to write. And I've been writing, since then, it's like the therapy for me. And I'm just letting you guys know, I have something that I want you guys to look forward to that is going to be prepared, and I'm going to release it soon to express, all of my heartfelt feelings, through the years. And I think that you guys are going to be so, you're going to be impressed with where the doc is at. You're going to know the doctor has truly been in the lab. So just get ready. I got some tight songs. Got David Ruffin Jr. singing on some beautiful joints, and man, y'all gonna love the direction that we're going, because it's gonna say and speak volumes, and it's gonna carry you through some beautiful times.
Doc, I'm very proud of you. I'm glad, and I'm here for you, man. If you need anything and everything, I will be up that way very soon. Okay. And whatnot, and let's connect and let's sit down and let's vibe on a couple things. As a matter of fact, King of Chill, KC Creepy Clown was wondering how things were, and I told him you were doing fine. So he needs. I think you and he were talking about. Well, I won't say what you all were talking about, but some great things. Let's put it that way. Some great.
Tell him I said what's up, and we gonna get it on.
Yeah, absolutely, Doc. Yes, thank you so much for taking your time out with what you're going through just to talk to us and share with us, your experiences and what have you. We're praying for you. We're here for you. And I mean that. And everybody here, I'm sure, means the same. So we will talk to everybody. Okay? All right.
Yeah, I say to everybody, thank you so much, Brav. And just know, we're coming close. Tomorrow will be the memorial of Jesus Christ. We will celebrate that because he said, do this in remembrance of me. And we will continue to do that, which will be a blessing to everyone around this globe. So thank you all for being, just family to us, because that's what we are. Thank you all for continuing to send your shouts of prayers out and continuing to, put your blessings up, for everything that we go through. And I return that same thing back to you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much. You keep your heads up, and you know that the doctor will see you soon.
Doc, thank you so much, man. And we'll talk soon, brother, okay?
You got it, bro. One love, fam.
One love. Love you, my man.
Love you too, big bro.
Take care, brother. That was Doc Ice, everybody, on Bravador Live. Thank y'all so much for joining us on this edition of Bravador Live. Thank y'all so much for being here. I tried to read as many comments as I could while we were talking. Sorry if I did not get to you all, but I will get to all of you all, but I will get to you on the next one. Listen, that's going to do it for us and everything. Yeah, thank y'all so much for checking this out. If you're on the check-in after this and just, hearing it at a later date and not when it's live, thank you so much for checking this out. Please continue to share and share and share. Please continue to support WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. It's on 24/7. That's in the background right here. And don't forget, everybody, do not forget, May 4th, the Z-Rock Crew Junior Funk Machine Reunion Jam is happening again at Virginia Randolph Playground in Mountain Road in Glen Allen. Details are still coming. We have a special guest, too, that we're going to have. So just keep that in mind, and please share. Thank y'all so much for being here. God bless you all. Peace and blessings. One love.